My name's Eamon Cullen. I suppose I'm here to offer an insight into how I became involved in volunteering, and in particular with the Ripple project. Like most volunteers, I assume what came first was an interest in a particular subject, and in my case, that subject was the Ballinderry River, its wildlife, its wild places. As a child, I spent numerous hours in and around the river. I learned to swim there, I learned to fish there, and above all, I learned a deep and lasting appreciation for what it had to offer. That allegiance to what I considered my home territory was something that I wanted to pass on to my own family. And my eldest son was a companion that I took him down to the river with me from he was about 3. He's 22 now. Like his very little interest, mainly female. But I have a younger son now. Went too far. This is Kenneth, this is my youngest. He's only 2.5. And his only disappointment with the river is there's no gorillas live there. What I wanted to instill in them was appreciation of the personal, cultural, aesthetic, scientific even, rewards we can obtain from being down around the river. There's a lot of educational value in the river, with school children or whatever. The river declined over the years. The fish kills, pollution, a lot of different things. I knew I wanted to do something about it because it was a valuable natural resource, but also part of my own personal history and tradition. I was talking to guys earlier on there, and at the height of the Troubles, you would have had guys from either side of the community who, at other times, I don't know what they've been doing to each other, but if they were down there a fishing rod, it was neutral. They just got on with it. That's the kind of history and tradition I wanted to remain in existence for my children and their children. And although the Ballinderry River Enhancement Association have been formed over the years, like through a lot of concerted effort, I believe that like the dolphin would have been extinct. The native fish stocks, to save them and the salmon, other aquatic life like freshwater pearl mussel and white-clawed crayfish, they wouldn't be there. The directives, like Mark was telling me, places up in Donegal, like, they're going to get, sorry, cold, massive EEC fines if they let any of these things go now. So the value to the communities, kind of hidden, was there. There wasn't enough resources to stem the rise of damaging species like mink, hogweed, or disappearance of things like rail squirrels or water rails. 2 things I would have knew when I was young. They're all gone now. Oh. Not good with this. Like, along the river, as I was saying, I met all kinds of people, and I met the poachers, philosophers, the poets, the photographers, people interested in all kinds of things. All kinds of people use the river. But we're all of the same opinion. It was running downhill and it was in a lot of trouble. Like the fragile ecosystem of the river was breaking down. The diversity of people who used it, people stopped going. Said, now it's dirty now, you know. The access points were all being blocked. You know, there was people building right up to the river. Overdevelopment, ill-advised. Don't know how guys got planning for certain things, you know. We didn't know who to ask. We were just people down there. So it became obvious to me more support was needed from the community, you know, the wider community, to save and develop the full potential. But like, it's a vast ecological area. It is parts of it are protected, you know. At this point, my passion collided with the voluntary sector in the shape of the Ripple project, Mark and these boys. It's an initiative of the World Wildlife Fund and the Ballinderry River Enhancement Association. As with most things in life, it was as much by accident as design that I got involved. Like, I would have done things myself, but these boys were organised, let's say. The synergy between what I want to see happen and their ability to deliver the goals, you know, it gave me the opportunity to get influence in a way I wouldn't otherwise have. Like in Ripple meetings, not only what I said was noted. In cases, I know for example, I don't want to go back, it was acted upon, and I was like really surprised. All opinions were of equal value and importance everywhere within the organisation. The response has been positive and enthusiastic, and I have yet to hear the word no to a proposed action, scheme, whatever it may be. They'll say, well, let's see how we do it. When adopting scheme actions came around, I was sort of hoping to get one, and you have to be careful what you wish for. I ended up with 6. The main one being, it was the way people worded it themselves, you know, it's quite a mouthful, but you could say it whatever way you wanted. Create a river task group to carry out tidy up days along the river. Now, we were allowed to create our own objectives and modes of delivery, so I dealt with me 6 adopted actions holistically, stuck them all together. And each action, once you start doing one action, it hits another one. And it does ripple the way out. You'd be surprised how far out in the community it goes. You know, Mark was saying that there's 300 people who came to meetings. I wouldn't be speaking here without the cajoling of about another 50 people who aren't volunteers. You know. I could be at the opening of a sewage works for 20 or maybe 30 years we were campaigning to get it, and I couldn't get them in time. I was asking the fellow, but there was letters where they said, yes, this will be started next year, and it's going to cost, like, I can't remember the figures now, but something like £400,000. It's opening today. I wouldn't have fancied anything much there now. But I forget it was 4 million. 2.2, but that's only the actual infrastructure. But all the work they had to do way back up the street, they had to dig up the whole main road. It should have been done years ago.